Hi guys. It's been a long time. I wasn't going to do any more videos, and as you see, it's been a while. Because I'm to a point where I don't know what to say. Because that breath has to be blown. To understand. And it's for everybody. It is for everybody. These past few months has just been the greatest. The greatest of my life. Because of the gifts. Not material gifts. That's still the same. But the spiritual gifts. And it's the discernment. And it's the sight, and it's the hearing, and the understanding is so crazy. It's so wonderful crazy, but it's hard to explain to somebody because of our flesh. Our flesh, this is what I've learned, hands down, okay? Things are earthly, things are heavenly. Okay? You either see things earthly, with the earthly eyes, or with the heavenly. Okay? You want to go from the earthly to the heavenly understanding. Okay? But when you do, you no longer really fit anywhere. I'll be honest with you. Because you see things totally different. You read things. The Bible is so much fun to read now. It's so much fun because I understand what they're saying. I understand what the Spirit is saying. That, let them hear what the Spirit is saying. Okay, it's different. I'll tell you that. You just, immediately when you read it, you know what it means. And then you want to, smack yourself because of all the wasted years and time of thinking the other way, and then you look at it and you go, how could I even think that? How could the teachers who taught us, how did they not know that that's what that meant? But again, it's earthly. For some of you, this might be old stuff, but I'm going to start what I think is important and do this review because of what everybody's waiting for. And okay, first of all, let me just get this out of the way. It's the lighting of the menorah. Okay, that's what our path is. He has to get us on the path home. Okay, and as we go up, remember for this past year I've been talking about going up because we have to go back. Okay, it went from east to west. Now it has to go from west to east. Okay. So we're flipping it, right? We got to go back. Okay, it's as we go up. The climate change is the change in the atmospheres. Okay, as we go up. Your 7 seals. You have to break the 7 seals. The seals from the 7 churches. Okay, they are teachings. They are truth that are sealed. Is what it is, and they will shake and rock you to the core, okay? But it's as we go up, the layers of the atmosphere, okay? This is what we go up. And each is a land. It's a kingdom, okay? Just as the kingdoms in the Old Testament, okay? The king and through history, all of the kingdoms that ruled for the strong kingdoms that ruled for periods of time. Okay, we're going back through them. Okay, as we go back up the layers, those are your climate changes. Those are your atmospheric changes. Those are your temperature changes. But those are your lands. Okay, those are your lands. So whatever teaching needs to be corrected during that time, that church, okay, go to Revelation and read. what he's speaking to the churches, because that's what those are. Because the churches are those 7 angels, the seven they're archangels. Okay, you can call them fallen, you can call them whatever, but understanding what a fall is, because you go to the very top, to the very beginning, where that spark, where that the all spirit, okay, boom, the light came from, boom, right? Okay, right there, boom. Okay, anybody that was everything is a fall from there, okay, because that's home. That's home, all right? That is to be one with back in the spirit, with the all, with the Father, the original light, okay? So there are layers coming down. So anything under that, anybody who comes from that and goes down is a fall. Now, we are going to go back through the layers, and you're going to it's receiving revelation, okay? Receiving the truth, receiving revelation, and everybody has to have the truth. Everybody has to know the truth, okay? So those are your 7 seals. Those are your 7 churches. Now, it's your pools of water too. It's your water pools. Now, not everybody. See, it's what you learn here on earth, what you search for, and that is via your heart's desire. Okay, we talked about for this past few years about searching the heart of God. Okay, it's all about your prayers. Okay, this is not a group thing. Although people go originally as a multitude and a group, this is not a group event. Okay, it is an individual event. So it's all about what's in your heart. But that has to do with your prayers. Okay, and your search. Okay, your path, your search for the truth and for God, for the Father. Okay, so what you learn here determines what where if you skip, it's like skipping the pools, okay? It's like skipping rocks, you know what I mean? And some will have to hit all of them, okay? Some will have to go through all the lands, all the kingdoms. There's your tribulation times, okay? When it gets past that, I guess on that 4th level, that 4th day, I call it, after that 3.5, you have to take what you think is 7 years of tribulation, cut down to 3.5 years, okay? So at that same point as we go, that's when the real tribulation and the battles will start. The fighting will start and the battles will start, okay? So it's what you learn here. This is your pliable heart. That's why he says, be like a child so I can teach you, okay? Because the voice that you hear audibly, all right, that's the God of the world. It's not the Father, the Spirit, the Christ Spirit, okay? He's silent, okay? So in the Bible, when he talks about God not speaking or not hearing, he was quiet, he was silent, okay, you have to understand who he's talking about. That is that silence in you. That is that voice in the wind, the one that's calling, that you have to hear, because it's Paul. It's Paul in the desert, okay? When he got thrown off the horse, okay, and he was blinded. I got your 3 days of darkness, okay, what that's about too. It's all, he just boom, 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 all layered out for me. He had to blind Paul to his earthly knowledge, his earthly teaching, his earthly light, his earthly voices. Okay, and he had to make Paul in that darkness listen, okay, for where to walk and what to do. And that's when he heard the Spirit speaking to him. Okay? That is a parable. That's to tell us this is the same thing. That's why Paul is put in the Bible. Okay? And the events after. You guys, this is so good. So good. So I hope you watch these next videos that I'm going to do, because I'm going to lay it all out. Okay? And the pole shift. Okay? See, Jesus he flipped the tables. He told us everything he was going to do. We just only have earthly eyes and understanding. Okay? You have to flip it to heavenly. Okay? He flipped the tables. A pole shift is a flip. Okay? From the south coming up to the north. It is a reversal of truth. Okay? It is bringing up what's buried. Okay? What is covered, what is low, and bringing it high. It's bringing it out. Okay? There's your pole shift, is your flip. Okay? And so everything trickles down. You know that. So everything, whatever's going on up in the heavens, it's so intense because the residue is trickling down to us. Okay? Because that is where the divine rule is. Okay? And it trickles on down to here. But your 3 days of darkness, I know exactly what that is. So I made some. I've got something in the oven I totally forgot about. So I'm going to go take that out, and I'll be right back. I'm going to start another video because I don't know how to merge them together. So please, you guys, watch these videos. Please, please, please. My videos aren't for everybody, but the ones that they are for, you know who they're for. Okay? And every single thing is in the Bible. But, okay, it's flipped. And we have an earthly teaching. Okay? And you have to flip it now to the heavenly teaching. Unless you want to hit all those seals, all those pools going. Okay? You guys, it's so good. So good. I can't even stand it. Okay. I love you. I'll be right back.